Hey everybody, I'm the Pigglesworth, and today I want to show you how to build a villager holding tank that I used in my Let's Play Along, episode 24. Now this holding tank is a 3 block wide by 11 block long structure that can be tiled, which means by placing a space here, we could start with the edge here and build over and over and over again as many holding tanks as we wanted into infinity. You do want to make sure to leave a space between each one, otherwise all your redstone is going to get all tangled up. Now, the way this system works is you would have a villager collection system somewhere over here and a way to send villagers down a line to these tanks. Now what we want to happen is as we send a villager to a holding point, we want this track to switch so that the next villager coming won't try to go in here but would go in the next tank. So we've got a villager in a cart. You watch this track here as I hit this button. We're going to send him on his way. And see, as the villager goes past here, it sets off a signal that sets this track to accept another villager in the next holding tank. Now by flipping this lever, we can lift up this glass block. We can right click on our villager and we can trade with them. And whenever we're done, we can close it just to keep them safe from bad guys. If for some reason you wanted to get rid of this villager, sending them down a line to either destroy the villager or use them somewhere else, pushing this button releases the villager and resets the line to be accepted for the next villager. Now the way that tracks work in Minecraft is kind of strange, depending on how you're powering them and which way these tracks are joined, north, south, east, or west. Powering or unpowering may make it do the opposite of what you want it to do. Over here I'll show you. So right here we have a line where we're facing south, and powering it makes it where we accept villagers. But if we come over here and we have a line that we're wanting to follow west, this will not accept villagers. We would have to have the signal off for this to work. So the great thing about this system is you can set it up when you're first building it to either work or not work depending on which way it's facing. And the way we would do this is by pushing this button. Watch that redstone block as I push the button. See how it moves? See how it moves again? So when you first set up this system, pay attention to which way you want your tracks to go for when you're receiving villagers, and toggle it accordingly. Now, whenever a villager comes in here, and you hit the button to purge them, everything should work properly. So let's go ahead and build the villager holding tank. So we're going to build a holding tank to the side of this one, as if we were tiling and adding it that way. We're going to use this green block to represent the space that needs to go between each tank. Now, these simple blocks that I'm using, the half slabs and the cobblestone, that's just for my reference so I can see what I'm doing. You don't have to use those blocks. What we're going to do is we're going to get 3 long blocks here with redstone dust on top. I'm going to place a block here and then one more block, and we're going to put a torch right in front of that. On this torch, we're going to place 1 regular piston. Now right here, we're going to put slab. I'm going to go 2 blocks down so that we can place our regular piston right there. On top of the piston, you want to put either gravel or sand. The reason why is we're trying to save on resources. If you needed this to work normal, it would have to be a sticky piston so it could push the block up and bring it down. By placing a block that's affected by gravity, when this piston pushes, it does what it's supposed to do, and then a second later, gravity will pull the gravel block down. Here we're going to place some blocks like this, and we're going to put a repeater pointing this way, and pointing this way. And what we're doing here is we're creating what's called a monostable circuit. Now this is a design that I got from Mumbo, and I will have a link in the description and on screen to his video. Now from back here we're going to place a regular block, a sticky piston on top pointed this way, and then I'm going to put 2 more blocks here. This is also where we're going to put our block of redstone. Now off from the side, and as I said before, this is just for my reference, we're going to bring up step by step, just like this, a new line. Then from here we're going to come forward like that, and we're going to put redstone dust all along this. Now out from this line, we're going to go like this, 1 step up, and then 2 steps up. And we're going to place redstone dust all along this line. Now to add in the track and the holding area for the villager, we're going to bring our blocks this far, at least to the edge of the build. We're going to bring our track along this way, and then we're going to extend out 2 blocks and come down 1 more. Here we're going to place our detector rail, and here we'll place 2 regular rails. Now coming around this side, I'm going to use green wool blocks to show you the blocks that must exist for all of this to work, so that your villager stays contained. I'm just going to place a block here on this side, and 1 in front like that, and that's so when they come along, they stop and get held right on top of this piston. Now, I'm going to add this right here, place a sticky piston like that, and in front of the sticky piston, we're going to put a lever so that we can open and close the glass block. Now you can place this lever wherever you want, and a lot of these things you can change in the design. But the basic structure that needs to work is this, right back in here. Over here we're going to add a block of wool, and that can be any block that you desire. And then we're going to put a button. That is our purge button, as you can see it working right there. And now we have 2 cells set up and ready to go. Both have been set up with their redstone so that they will be ready to receive a villager. And between each point, I've gone ahead and put a powered rail so that as villagers come along, they keep being pushed to the next cell. I'm just going to show you how this works. We're going to go ahead and place a villager here. Minecart's going to pick him up, push him along, and he gets placed in that tank. We're going to go ahead and get us another villager, push the minecart along, and they go to the next tank. Now, if we were to place a 3rd villager on here, sorry, buddy, check you later, there would be no more tanks. And that is how to build my villager holding tank in Minecraft 1.8 and higher. Hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you learned something about Minecraft. If you did, hit that like button. And if you want to see more tutorials as I release them, don't forget to subscribe. Also be sure to check out Mumbo Jumbo's channel on the monostable circuit. Thanks for watching, and keep on building.